Okay, so this is what an artist does in lockdown with pandemic brain. Okay, I started tearing apart my downstairs bathroom. Took the ugly sink out, putting in a little shower, funny shower thing, stacking the washer and dryer so I could put a little shower thing in. Then I started taking apart my upstairs bathroom and took that sink out. Bye-bye, ugly sink. And then I started taking my kitchen apart, taking all the upper cabinets down. Bye-bye. And messing with the island, making a big old mess. And then my friend David needed a place to go. So I invited him to come and stay in the downstairs. So he moved in some stuff, and put the rest in a storage unit. Lots of stuff in a storage unit. Because at the same time I got approved for a home improvement loan, which meant they were going to give me all new floors around the house, except the kitchen and my studio over here, because those were tile. So the downstairs, the main living area, and the upstairs were all going to get new wood. This was going to be engineered, and this was going to be solid hardwood in the rest of the house. So I had no idea how much work this was going to be, and all this came at the same time. So it was like the Bermuda Triangle. We had to put David sleeping in my studio amongst all my art supplies. So we had to move all of his stuff back out into his storage unit while they did the engineered wood in the floor down there. And then I had to move everything out of my meditation room / office and bedroom and hallway. Pierre's stuff in the hallway. But of course, in David's room downstairs, I already had, before he moved in, I had my whole art annex with all my art supplies and a whole mess of my paintings, and I had to drag all that stuff, all the paintings had to go up into my meditation room, and all the art supplies had to go way over into my studio. But then, when the floors had to go in upstairs, I had to take all of my paintings and put them way outside into my shed, where they were to start a couple years ago. And I had to take my office and move it outside on the porch. And everything else, my bookshelves, all my books, everything had to come off the floor. My bed had to be taken apart and moved down to the living room temporarily. And I had to sleep in the living room for a little while. And my big dresser and wardrobe, they had to go into the kitchen. And we had to put plastic everywhere. Plastic tarps all around to keep everything free of sawdust. What a mess. Then, of course, I had to free up the living room so they could do the floors in the living room. And I had to put my bed back, my office back. And mind you, I was dragging big upholstered chairs up the stairs, 2 of them up the stairs, through my studio, through the living room, kitchen, up the stairs, back into my office. I had to drag my big wardrobe and my dresser and my bed back into the bedroom, put all my books back up. Oh my God, big chair. All right, and then I had to move the big couches, 2 big reclining couches. I had to move those outside onto the porch. And everything else in the living room, all my plants had to go into my studio. And the problem is, you set something down and 2 minutes later it has a spider web on it. There's a lot of spiders in Colorado, so I have to put everything under plastic and try to tape it up so I don't have to like scour the thing for spiders when I have to put it all back in the house. And then, about that time, I started to get a little less worried about wearing a mask and venturing out into public. So I attended an art show in Louisville. Because they had some of my art, 3 of my paintings, and they intimated that I had won an award, so I felt obligated to go. And it turned out to be a little super spreader. Oh my god. So what happened? I got sick. Blech, 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 blech. And Pierre kept me company. COVID is a voodoo illness. Oh my god. I lost my smell. What the fuck? I can't smell anything. This is some crazy voodoo illness. So, this nastiness lasted about a month in the middle of all my crazy movement and construction in the house. Then, somewhere in there, I had the Open Studios tour to deal with, where the public had to come in and visit and see all my art, which I had to put around. Alright, I think I may be getting to the finish line for this weekend's Open Studios tour here in Fort Collins, Colorado. I don't know how much more stuff I can squeeze into this little studio of mine, including my begonias from outside. I hope you will come and bring your friends and celebrate your local artists. I have prints for sale, and all of these little oil paintings are only $100 each, just for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, starting tomorrow morning at 10. And some big oils and more interesting pastels. Need some color in your life? Here you go. So I had to move everything that was in the way back out under the porch or living room or kitchen.
Everything went back and forth, in and out, up and down.
So that's why you have not seen me for a while. It sure gives you pause about having stuff